Just stand over there a little bit. I'm swinging around for you. There you go. And when I say that, you'll come back up.
I grew up in New Jersey, and then I lived in Florida for a while, and then my friends got themselves into trouble, so I watched their house for a while. Thank you.
I feel like we're up. I said it.
And we're here today to demand that our legislators fix the flaws in our laws and protect the people, protect our nation. We need two sweeping changes. We need to take control of investigations out of the hands of the chain of command immediately when a case is reported. And we need to clearly define the noun consent in our laws so that we can prevent crime.
What does that happen?
And so, while Senator gets set up, to finish that story, the idea is not so much to do the exact same thing, but to create the skeletal framework that exists for something like both spirits and wine and spirits and beer wholesalers, and then for the cannabis industry, put the muscles on the skeletal framework to make it work for that industry.
To the Marijuana Justice Coalition for your tireless efforts to change and improve drug policies in the United States.
Director of the Justice Division at the National ACLU.
We're here to talk about pardons, expungements, criminalization of cannabis, and I've got a really great panel here with me. We've got about half an hour, so we're going to go fast.
I'm a retired lieutenant from California Policing, having spent a career from 1983 to 2004 during the height of the drug war.
Those of you who don't know the Drug Policy Alliance, we're a national organization that works on a number of issues. We support ending the war on drugs, ending all drug criminalization.
That rescheduling would have versus descheduling.
So if marijuana is rescheduled, that means if it's moved anywhere that's not Schedule 1, so Schedule 2 through 5, criminal penalties would still attach to marijuana activity, which is why we want to see descheduling, but we also want to see that coupled with administrative action and ideally a regulatory framework that centers health and justice, similar to what we see with the Cannabis Administration.
I think it's really important to understand that LEAP only supports descheduling. We will oppose every measure to reschedule because we see so much of the damage and the sensibly regulate all drugs in some fashion and actually treat substance use disorder from a public health issue.
recently. We see it by the overturning of the revised criminal code.
NORML was founded in 1970 with a singular purpose: to protect and support people who consume cannabis.
Any given week, there are tens of thousands of Americans who are disqualified with a pre-employment drug test. What would the impact be if we had the same stringent standards for alcohol?
When there's such negativity and hostility. Thank you very, very much. I'm honored, very honored. Senators Booker and Chairman Wyden to introduce the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act so we can finally remove marijuana from the federal list of controlled substances. Awful, failed, destructive war on drugs, which really was nothing more than a war on people, especially people of color. After the offense was listed, it's outrageous. And the human potential that is lost is something America sorely, sorely needs. It undermines our basic sense about equal opportunity, a cornerstone of the American way of life. I believe that elected representatives have an obligation to ensure the laws of the land are just, that they provide equal opportunity for all people, and that they don't disproportionately target certain Americans more than others. My bill, if passed, would right this deep wrong. In the months ahead, I plan to work with my Senate colleagues to reintroduce this important bill, because it's too important to let up now.
Numbers, like the House of Representatives has now twice passed a bill that would end marijuana prohibition.